There was a time when gods walked the earth. Legend. And the legend lives on. This is the hour of the Gladiators.
Welcome. This is Gladiators. Fast, furious and fabulous. An hour of games, competition and adrenaline rush with Delta, Condor, Storm Vulcan, Cheetah Rebel, Flame Tower, Blade Fury, Predator and Commando. And now to take us through tonight's action, please welcome Kimberly Joseph and Mike Hammond.
Wow, what a fantastic audience tonight. Good evening and welcome to Gladiators. But before we start, we'd like to issue a bit of a warning.
Yes, actually, Gladiators is a very physical and demanding game. Now, all care, protection and preparation should be taken at all times.
So, all you people at home, make sure you warm up and stretch before the ad breaks. And don't all rush to the toilet at once.
A bit of a community service announcement there for you, particularly for Mum and Dad.
Yes.
Right.
Now our challengers are warmed up, they're ready and they're raring to go.
Well, Kimberly, let's not let them go off the boil. Let's bring them out right now. It's time to meet our female challengers tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Donna Talbot and Kim Knott.
Donna is a student who is studying science at Macquarie University. She lives and trains in the heart of Sydney. Kim is a 34-year-old mother of 2 children from Perth. She loves water skiing and she's an Australian aerobics and bodybuilding champion.
Donna and Kim.
Kim, come over here. Now, you're 34 years old. You're one of our more mature challengers.
I like the way you put that, Kimberly. Mature sounds very nice. I've been in the fitness industry for quite some time in bodybuilding and competitive aerobics. I actually won the Australian title in bodybuilding in 1988. So.
Wow, that's quite an achievement.
Yes, it certainly is, but I think having a baby is probably the most achievements that I've done.
Now, you have had a couple of children. Chelsea is in the audience and also your husband, Paul.
Yes, up there somewhere. Hi, Chelsea. Hi, Paul.
Well, I'm sure they'll be cheering you on tonight. Good luck.
Thank you very much, Kimberly.
Well, Donna, we'll cut straight to the chase here. You're obviously supremely fit, but you've won your share of awards as well. What was the most recent?
Probably the 1991 bodybuilding championships in the Western Suburbs.
Now, tell us a bit about your strengths. Let's get straight to that.
My determination, my drive, my will to win.
Whoa, there it is. Straight into fighting words. Now, what do you think your best event will be tonight?
Probably the gauntlet.
Well, we'll get to see you test it out on that one, so good luck with that. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Donna and Kim.
And now please welcome our male challengers for the evening, Scott Bannon and Neil Campbell.
Scott's a concrete plumber from Brisbane and a Maui Thai kickboxing champ. When he's not manhandling concrete, he takes it out on his punching bag at home. Neil's a graphic designer from Melbourne. He does most of his designs on computer and he tells us he loves bike riding and is a proud vegetarian.
Ladies and gentlemen, Scott and Neil. Woo!
Scott, where are you from?
Jimboomba, mate.
So local boy, so the Brisbane crowd should be right behind you tonight, you reckon?
Yeah, I hope so.
All right. Now tell us, what do you think your strengths are?
Probably confident thinking and speed, hopefully, yeah.
And are you a kickboxer or...?
I'm a Thai boxer.
Now tell us the difference between kickboxing and Thai boxing.
Kickboxing is just hands and feet. With the Thais, we grapple and we use knees and elbows as well.
Right.
So it's more full contact.
And I'm told that there's one thing that you're afraid of. What's that?
Yeah, you got me. Snakes.
I think you're lucky. I don't think you'll be coming up against the Taipan tonight, so you're in luck there. But good luck in tonight's competition, Scott.
Now, Neil, this is quite an interesting combination because Scott is a concrete plumber and you are the sensitive new age greenie, is that right?
Just a little bit, yeah. Like, I like to plant trees, but Scotty will just concrete straight over them. So, but we're friends tonight, so it's okay.
You're friends tonight? I don't think so. You're supposed to be enemies.
Oh, no.
Well, we'll soon see about that. Good luck to you tonight.
Thanks very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a round of applause for Scott and Neil. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get right to it. Let the games begin.
Gladiators.
Well, it's high anxiety for our challengers and high drama for Gladiator fans in
Hang tough.
60 seconds to get past the attacking Gladiator. 10 points if you make it.
And now let's welcome to centre stage our first female challenger for the evening, Donna. And she'll be up against a very flexible gladiator, Blade. And it's over to you, Mike Whitney.
Challenger, are you ready? Gladiator, are you ready? 3, 2, so here we go now at the start of the women's hang tough. We've got Donna up against Blade, and folks, this is what I love about Gladiators. You've got two absolute champions up against each other. The best of the best in gymnastics, one at state level, that's Donna, and Blade at international level. Blade meets her in the middle, and Blade might have that little bit of an edge over Donna as she tries to bring her down, and she does. It's tough work up there, but she makes it look so easy, Blade. She's so good at it. There's only 3 things a gladiator thinks of up there on the rings: catching the challenger, locking themselves on, and then the release. And Blade does it so well.
Well, Donna, how is that for a baptism of fire?
Oh, it was great. It was unbelievable.
It's not easy, is it? I mean, you're 30 feet in the air. Those rings are 6 feet or 2 meters apart. It really is very hard work.
It's very hard to hold on with your hands.
And of course, we needed you to get to the centre and to last the time to at least get the 5 points. We didn't get that far, so unfortunately, no points for you, Donna. But plenty more still to come. Good luck there.
There's more to come later.
Blade. This is one of your favourite events, isn't it?
It very much is, yeah. I'd just like to say that challengers, they've got to be very careful about who they hang around with.
And somebody else reckons that Blade's a babe, and why not? She's an international champion, and she's Australia's own gladiator. I'm glad she's on our team.
Well, we're halfway there with our female challengers now. Let's see how Kim goes up against Fury.
Hang tough? It's never beyond my grasp.
Challenger, are you ready? Well, Kim will want to keep away from Fury's grasp and try and get some early points and establish a nice little lead over Donna here in Hang Tough. 2, 1. And away we go, Kim up against Fury. Now, we spoke about Claire a couple of weeks ago, the super mum from Perth, 3 kids, and she had one 9 months ago. Well, so did Kim. She had a baby 9 months ago, and here she is competing in Gladiators. There must be something in the water over in Perth. As they come up into towards the middle, Fury goes for the big lunge, couldn't grab Kim. Kim just holding on now. Fury swinging around on one arm. Can she grab her? No. Kim really struggling now to find another ring to move on to.
Got to move on, challenger. Must move on.
Mike Whitney warning her now. She's got to move on. She spent her 10 seconds, and here she goes. She's moving away from Fury. Kim was a 1990 Australian bodybuilding champion. That'll give her the strength. She's an aerobics champion. That'll give her the speed and the agility, and it gives her the 10 points. What a competitor. 34 years old, mother of 2 from Perth, and she got 10 points against Fury. The competition's going to be hot tonight, and this is the reason why. We see Kim just stretch away from Fury, who's just left hanging.
Kim, it was an adrenaline rush for me. What was it like for you?
Oh, amazing. That was one I didn't want, and I didn't think I'd get across, and I did it. Woo!
Well, you just gained yourself 10 points. That is unbelievable. What a great start to the night. You can relax now.
I feel fantastic. Thank you.
So after game 1, Kim has 10 points, Donna 0.
Well, how exciting was the finish of that round. Kim has certainly shown the guys how it's done. Let's see how the guys go now as they come up. Our male challengers, please welcome the first of them. This is Scott going up against Commando.
Hang tough? Piece of cake.
Let's not mess about. Mike, the game is yours.
Challenger, are you ready? Gladiator, are you ready? 3, 2, 1. And Mike Whitney sends them away on the first event of Hang Tough for the guys. We've got Scott up against Commando. Commando, one of our new gladiators. This is the first time we've actually seen him on the rings. Let's see how he goes. Now, Scott was the Queensland Muay Thai champion back in 1994, so he knows all about combat and also toughness. It's a contact sport, and contact's what he's going to try and avoid tonight up here on the rings with Commando. As Commando sends himself airborne, locks himself onto the target, all guns firing, he shoots Scott down in flames, and that was an awkward fall there for Scott. Fell on his head. I hope he's okay. Yep, everything looks fine. Make a bow, Commando. So a victory in this battle on Hang Tough for Commando. His first and the final tactic completed. Get the hands off the rings. He did it.
Now, you're one of our newest gladiators, and you haven't actually had much practice on this game. Is it going to become one of your favourites?
Absolutely now. I don't think I have a problem getting someone on this, and he went down pretty hard.
He certainly did. You didn't have a problem getting Scott. Scott, what does it feel like when you're right up there and you look down?
Oh, it's all right up there. It's just coming down with something that big rat around your head. Hurt.
No, actually, I thought you fell rather awkwardly there. Were you a bit worried?
No, it's a perfectly strategic fall. No pain, no gain.
Well, Commando was successful in pulling Scott from the rings. Now let's see how Neil fares up against Condor.
3, 2, 1. The sign called him the mighty Condor, and that's exactly what he is. Condor up against Neil on the rings. Now, Neil's a greenie, so he won't want to do any harm to Condor because condors are an endangered species. Well, I'm telling you, Neil, this one's not endangered. He's just dangerous, and keep away from him. As Condor now sends himself off towards Neil, Neil traversed to the outside and heading straight down those outside rings. Not a bad tactic. Condor's still stuck in the middle. Condor now starting to lose his rhythm a little bit. He's over the platform. That'll stop Neil maybe from getting there. Now, Neil's already got past the red rings in the middle. That automatically gives him 5 points if he can hang on now for another 15 seconds. Mike Whitney telling Condor to move on. Gives himself a little push off the platform. That could be an instant disqualification. We'll soon find out as time's running out, but not for Neil because it means he's going to get 5 points if he hangs on. 1 second to go. Condor falls and Neil hangs on. 5 points. Good work. Now, with all the excitement, either Neil hasn't heard the whistle or he's just trying to get himself to the platform to get off. If he had got there a little bit earlier, it would have been 10. But in this case, it was only 5 points to Neil. Yep, a great job there for Neil. Congratulations. And this is how he did it. Condor fell off at the last second, which left Neil hanging up there and earning 5 points.
Hey, Neil, great effort. You picked up a 5-point lead there over Scott. You've done a really good job.
Well, with Condor up there, there's a bit of an incentive to actually avoid him as much as possible and just get on the platform. So Scotty did pretty well, though, too. I think he would have got through with a few more hoops.
Condor, you obviously had some trouble there.
I'm used to flying, not hanging on the ring, so to his credit, he did well tonight.
Well, Neil's flying with 5 points. Scott's still grounded on 0.
Well, Mike, it's 1 against 5 in a head-on test of challenger effort against gladiator muscle.
Yep, it certainly is a hard road to run. Gauntlet is next.
Smoking.
Hi, my name's Donna. I'm currently studying a Bachelor of Science degree at Macquarie University. I enjoy any form of aerobic activity. I like to run, cycle, swim. I also train at the gym, and I also enjoy partying hard. I'm on Gladiators because I think that a few of these gladiators have an attitude, and I think it needs to be wiped out, and I'm the one to do it.
Strength, agility, and speed will help, but what you need most is courage.
Gauntlet.
To score the maximum 10 points, the challenger must get all the way in less than 20 seconds.
And please welcome our first female challenger, Donna, going up against Rebel, Cheetah, Flame, Fury, and Blade.
Challenger, are you ready? Gladiators, are you ready? Well, Donna just told us that she wants to wipe out the Gladiators' bad attitude. Well, here's her chance to wipe out the Gladiators as she goes through the gauntlet, pushes Rebel out the way, straight into Cheetah, and past her. She's up to Flame. She's going side to side. Good tactics. She slipped at the last minute. Past Fury. Flame, the last stop. Can she go? Yes, she does. And what a great time. 16 seconds. Well, she said she was going to wipe out the Gladiators, and that's exactly what she tried. Now, the Gladiators are meant to try and stop the Challenger with their padding. Well, they could have had a brick wall here and it wouldn't have stopped Donna. She had so much determination and so much momentum, a real powerhouse effort, played off at some resistance, but it wasn't enough.
Now come over here and tell me, what on earth did you do to prepare for this game?
I knew it would take 5 of them to bring me down, and it obviously did.
Now, you took a few hard blows.
Oh, they weren't hard at all.
They weren't hard at all. You're prepared for anything tonight, aren't you?
Oh, now the adrenaline's pumping, you bet.
Well, Kim's next up in the gauntlet. Let's see how she fares against our wall of gladiators. Mike Whitney, please start the game.
3, 2, 1. And away goes Kim. Supermum number 2 down the gauntlet. She went straight past Rebel up to Cheetah. Now, Kim's tactics are to try to go left and right and dodge the Gladiators, but it's not working in this case. She's obviously a lot lighter also. She's passed Cheetah up to Flame, and that lightness of Kim's is holding her up a bit. She's up to Fury now. What can Fury do? A good job, it looks like, going left and right, but Fury applies the brakes and the time runs out. No points. Now, Kim's tactics were to go left and right, and it worked against Rebel. And watch this, folks. Cheetah actually bench presses the 58.5 kilo Kim above her head. We talk about holding up the Challenger. That has added an absolute new meaning to it. Now, I think Kim's biggest problem was that she came after Donna, and the Gladiators were determined not to let another Challenger through.
Kim, no points there, I'm afraid. So that puts you now at a 10-all tie so far. But of course, the one who stopped you getting through the gauntlet there, the Ice Queen herself, you got the better of her and Hang Tough, and she put down the warning that she'd get you in this game. Do you think she's delivered?
She got me that time, but we'll wait and see what happens for the rest of the competition.
Now, somebody better tell Fury that the game's over. She's still
What's
furious.
I said someone's got to show them what life's all about. All right, sisters.
And that is what life's all about in the gauntlet. A hard run, and Donna scores 10, Kim 0. So after 2 games, they're locked together at 10 apiece.
Hi, I'm Scott. I'm single. I'm 20 years old. I work for Allstate Concrete Pumping. I train 7 days a week with my Thai boxing. It's 90% bag work and really pushes your fitness. I was at home watching Gladiators, and a friend of mine came on last time and the Dukes of Hazard Foreman, and he got right through, so I thought, oh, a bit of a bet between us both. I thought I'd go and give it a go and see if I could match him, so we'll see how I go.
Well, Scott's our first male challenger to take on the Gladiators in the gauntlet tonight. Call me crazy, but I don't like his chances. Up against Commando, Predator, Vulcan, Condor, and Tower.
Yeah, come on.
Over to you, Mike Whitney.
Challenger, are you ready? Big challenge here for Scott. Gladiators. Down the male gauntlet run, not only does he have to get past the first 4 big guys, but then he's got to get up and pass the Tower. As he comes up to Commando first up, and he throws him over the top. Oh, they're happy about that. Let's watch it again. Straight into Commando. He set him back and then set him over.
Okay, Commando, you're out of here. He's through yours. You'll start from this line.
So Scott now starts from the end of zone 1. His next Gladiator's Predator, and up he goes. Predator applies the squeeze. Scott gets around Predator, good work. Up to Vulcan, straight past Vulcan. Condor next. Can he stop him? No. He's up the Tower. This is going to be the tough one. Tower's just going to push him back, play with him. The big fella's great at this game, Gordon. Not too many get past him, and Scott's no exception. You get the feeling the Gladiators like this game as Vulcan gives Scott his marching orders, and this is the reason why. It was always going to be tough for Scott to get past the first 4 Gladiators, but then he had to come up to Tower. And Tower uses that big bumper bar like it's on a Mack truck and it's all about timing, and unfortunately for Scott, his time ran out.
Well, Scott is yet to open up his account on the old points department there. Commando, he was hard working that first thing, throwing you straight out of the track.
Commando was nothing compared to Taylor. He went down. Taylor's a big man. He's a hard one.
I tell you what, though, Scotty, something that you did there was you got right past Vulcan, right past him. He's back there doing the high claps, but you went right by him.
So playing a game, baby.
The only reason we went past by him is when he gets you in big trouble.
The tower, though, the man mountain, he is hard to get past, isn't he?
I tried to go underneath him, so I'm a fair bit smaller than him, but he just caught me in the back of the skull, so...
Well played. And next in the gauntlet is Neil. Here's Mike Whitney.
Challenger, are you ready? Gladiators, are you ready?
So next to run the gauntlet will be Neil. Faces exactly the same challenge as Scott did. Let's see how he handles it as he comes up to the first Gladiator, B Commando. He's through Commando a lot safer than Scott was. Oh, big squash there. Predator squashed Neil up against Commando. He's still trying to get around Predator. Can he do it? Yes, he's got to go past him. Vulcan's next. Vulcan nearly throws him over the top. Now he grabs him, nearly pushed him also over the top. Neil having a tough time up to Condor. It's all over. And look at that. Vulcan smacked Neil around, and then Neil went and smacked one on the Vulcan. Oh, Vulcan telling him not to touch him. I've never seen that before. Well, I reckon Neil's got a real sense of humour or no sense of danger.
Neil, what did you say to those Gladiators? They looked out to get you then. They were very naughty boys. Oh, it said like a true professional. Now, what happened there? It looked like a Gladiator sandwich for a while.
Yeah, and I was the meat, and I'm a vegetarian, so that doesn't work. I don't know what happened. But,
Well, you didn't make it through.
Oh, yeah, but, yeah, like 5 of them and 1 of me, so, you know, did my best.
So no score to either challenger in gauntlet. Scott's still on 0, and Neil is still on 5.
Just when you thought it couldn't get any tougher, these things come along. They're hard to start, they're even harder to stop. Stand by for Atmosphere next with Rebel.
Atmosphere? I like to smash 'em.
Gladiators. Gladiators.
Hi, my name is Kim. I'm from Adelaide. I run a gym. I'm the aerobics coordinator there, and I'm a mum with 2 beautiful children. I love keeping fit. I love working out in the gym. I enjoy teaching aerobics. I'm on Gladiators because I'm a mum, and I'm doing it for the mums.
Yes, they turn Gladiators into mighty orbs of rolling thunder. When planets collide, it's
Atmospheres.
Both challengers are locked inside their atmospheres. 2 points when they cross the floor pods.
And in the blue atmosphere, we have Kim. In the red is Donna. And our Gladiators Rebel in the white. And Delta in the black. Mike Whitney, let's get these balls rolling.
Challengers.
Well, we haven't seen this game for a while. It's called Atmospheres.
Gladiators.
And let's just remind you what happens. All 4 will meet in the middle. After this start, there'll be a big collision, and then the challengers will set off on their way to try and cross the floor pods. Now, the Gladiators will be manoeuvring their 240-kilo atmospheres to try and stop the challengers from doing that. And there goes Kim. Just missed out. You've actually got to cross the center of the pod to score. Let's have a look at Donna. No, she didn't get there. Just rolled over the edge. Kim really trying now to sort of get that atmosphere going the way she wants it to. She's going to get it straight into Delta here. Delta's got her blocked up in the corner. She'll have to let her out. And she does just that. So away goes Kim once more. Here goes Donna. Can she get over the center? No, just pushed away there by Rebel. Now Donna starts to go off towards pod number 1. Both challengers collide. The Gladiators lock them in there. Now Kim having a lot of trouble. She only weighs 58 kilos. This atmosphere is 4 times her body weight. And it's all over. Good effort here by Donna. She nearly got over, but Rebel just pushed her away at the last second, failing to get 2 points.
Kim and Donna, what happened? We wanted some action.
Well, I can say that I've never exactly played with balls that big before.
Well said, well said. Kim, what happened? But was it just too difficult to get up on the pods? The Gladiators were too good for you?
I don't know whether it's they're too good for us, but it's hard to be a challenger against someone that's blocking you. If you don't get the momentum of the ball going, you've got no hope.
And of course, once the ball stops, it's incredibly hard to get it going again.
Yeah, it's 20 to 40 kilogram balls. They're very difficult to get going once you're stopped.
So you feel like a bird in a gilded cage?
Yeah, you can say that.
So how are you both going to go in suspension bridge?
We'll give it our best shot.
So both Donna and Kim have their wings clipped after Atmospheres, and after 3 games they remain locked at 10 apiece.
My name's Neil Campbell. I'm 30 years old from Melbourne. I work at a graphic design company. My training involves just about everything. I love lots of swimming, cycling. I do triathlons. Go to the gym about 6 times a week. Being on Gladiators is just a personal challenge. You've got to go out there and has to have a lot of fun, but the only person you really got to beat is yourself. So I think I've got a chance. I might come second, but I don't know. Who knows?
So please put your hands together for Atmosphere with Neil. Scott up against Predator and Condor. The man in the middle is Mike Whitney.
Challengers, are you ready? Gladiators.
Well, Condor definitely seems fired up for this one.
3,
Let's see what
2,
happens.
1.
As the guys set off for the men's Atmospheres, Demolition Derby time, and the reigning 1 athletes are just about to lose their no-K bonus. As Neil gets pushed aside, can he get over pod number 1? No, just missed it to the left. Away goes Scott, he's over. Too close to Scott, good work. Neil trying to get over pod number 2, and Scott working his way over to pod number 4. Neil just didn't get over the centre, and Scott now getting away from Condor. Can he get over? No, just missed out once more. Now Condor trying to push Scott away from the next pot, and he does that successfully. Neil gets locked up there by Predator. Will time run out for these guys? We'll soon find out. As Scott now heads towards the bottom pot. Yes, he got over. There's the smoke. 2 points. That takes Scott now to 4. He'll work away from Condor. Neil trying to work away from Predator. Here goes Scott again. Look at the pace he's got on this 240-kilo Atmosphere. But the whistle beat him, and he didn't get the extra 2. Now, I call it the Demolition Derby, and the reason being is because you can move these things no problems, but they are virtually impossible to steer. Scott did a good job, and Mike, how many points did he get?
Yes, Scott, 4 points. You come very close to scoring another 2 right at the end, but the whistle just beat you. Unlucky, mate, but a good 4 points.
Okay, whoa. Well, Scott, 4 points. That puts you 1 point from Neil now, so you've really closed that gap as we move towards the Eliminator. Well done. It's pretty hard work.
Oh, it's great fun. Like, I'm not puffed. It's just, you know, it's just a buzz rolling around. It seems like a big budgie. But no, it's good. It's really good.
And how do you think you're going to go in our next event?
Suspension bridge. Vulcan's a bit upset at the moment, so if I got him, I'm in trouble, but I'll give it a bash.
So Scott scored 4 in Atmospheres, Neil 0, and after 3 games, Scott right up there. Neil leads 5-4.
Well, there's no turning back now. It's either onward or downward. Coming up next, Suspension Bridge and Vulcan.
On my bridge, I am the tollkeeper. Can you afford it? Gladiators.
Winners of tonight's heat take home Sony's latest hi-fi system with 120 watts of power, 5-disc player and surround sound. If arcade power is what you want, then that's what you'll get with the ultimate games console, the PlayStation. And they also win a selection of CDs from Sony Music, including Margaret Ehrlich's The Deepest Blue. Runners-up tonight take home a Citizen Titanium watch, allergy-free, corrosion-resistant with a 3-year warranty. And semi-final winners will take home an Optus Freestyle mobile phone package.
Well, with just 1 event left before the Eliminator, we've got a really tight game happening here. And Mike, just back there, we saw an Atmosphere. The crowd not very happy with you only allowing 4 points to Scott, not that one that was right on the whistle there.
Listen, Mike, I'm the head referee, and I'm not here to please anybody, the crowd, the Gladiators, anybody. My decision is final, and that's the way it is.
But aren't the challengers doing exceptionally well? The girls are neck and neck, both on 10.
Yeah, the challengers are doing fantastic. The girls are neck and neck, and there's 1 point separating the guys.
Wow.
So suspension bridge will be crucial to everybody.
Certainly will.
Absolutely. As Mike has just pointed out, there are 10 points up for grabs now in suspension bridge. The points are there for the taking. The only problem is that there is a gladiator who wants to play
suspension bridge.
The challenger gets 10 points if they get past the gladiator and onto the platform.
Well, we're all set for our first round of suspension bridge. Please welcome our challenger, Donna. Going into combat with Flame. Mike Whitney is set to start the game. Let's go.
Challenger, are you ready?
So the women are locked in at 10 points each. So important for either Donna or Kim to try and score on the suspension bridge. Donna's biggest problem is that she's got Flame at the other end. Down they come in towards the centre. Flame gives her a couple of hits to the front, a couple to the back, and finally sends her off. A victory dance here from Flame, and this is the reason why. For the science student, there was no pass here on suspension bridge. Flame just had it all over her, and in the end, off she went.
Now, Donna, you haven't been up against Flame before. Did you notice we've saved the best till last?
I suppose so.
Oh, she's a tough nut to crack, this one.
No. Yeah, don't give it your best shot.
Next up, we see Kim on suspension bridge, and she's up against the dreaded Storm.
Challenger, are you ready? Gladiator, are you ready?
A big opportunity here for Kim now. If she can even score 5 points on the bridge, how good would that be? She comes up against Storm, and Storm is in fine form tonight. It's all over for Kim. Well, even Storm gets into it also with a little dance. Now, I know Storm gave her a good hit, but in the end, I think it was the slip that took her out.
Well, Kim, no points there. That was a pretty short run.
I'm glad about that. I didn't want to get beaten around too much. She's very good.
Storm, you've scared her.
I don't know. I think she saw the look in my eye and just went, oh, jumped.
Well, both women jumped off the bridge, but Donna and Kim's scores didn't jump. And after 4 games, they're locked together, 10-all.
Scott is our first male challenger tonight to take on suspension bridge, and he's up against the might of Tower.
3, 2.
So Scott coming up against Tower on the bridge, and you can see Tower bouncing on the knees. That's what he loves to do on the bridge. Try and unbalance the challenger, and here he goes with a couple of hits. Still working away, and you can see the bridge rocking. Scott didn't stand a chance. Soaking it up was Tower. Watch this from Tower's side. A big hit there from Scott, but twice as big was the hit from Tower.
Tell you what, he's a big man, and I saw the way the bridge was moving as he came out. It was pretty hard. Was it just a battle to keep your balance?
I don't know, I was just staring at him thinking, oh, here we go. So I warmed my neck up a bit
and off you went. Well, still to come, our second male challenger, Neil, going up against Vulcan. And in the gauntlet, you may remember that Neil did this. Went up and gave Vulcan a big kiss right on the lips. Well, it's time to see how the relationship is continuing now on suspension bridge.
And Vulcan coming up. Oh, you wouldn't believe this. Neil's come to meet Vulcan again. This guy is absolutely asking for trouble, and Vulcan just pushes him away. Oh, boy.
3, 2, 1.
A very gutsy move there from Neil, meeting Vulcan straight up, face to face, and let's see how angry it made Vulcan. I think that picture tells the story. This is fantastic. Neil just aggravating Vulcan every second, and he doesn't like it one bit. Don't touch him again. Well, Vulcan, now that is definitely the quickest game of male suspension bridge we've seen, and Vulcan, Lord Vulcan, runs up to the top of his castle.
Okay, Miss Joseph, I'm getting sick of this. Why didn't the referee give him a red card when he tried to kiss me?
Vulcan. Yes, thank you. I think we'll just hear from Mike.
Mr. Vulcan, there is nothing in the rules that says you cannot kiss a gladiator.
Well, in that case, why don't he kiss you instead?
Because I'm the head referee.
The look of you.
That's why.
I'm out of here. That's it.
Well, we've finally found somebody who can get under Vulcan's skin. Vulcan doesn't like mixing it with someone who antagonises, and now he's out to rebuild his reputation.
There we go.
And Scott and Neil both scored 0 on suspension bridge. And how close is this in the Eliminator? Neil with a half a second lead.
Well, Mike, they've taken all those hits and falls, but there's still one final test. And there is nothing between our challengers tonight.
That's what I was about to say, Kimberly. Our female challengers, Kim and Donna, are just even Stevens. They're going to be at each other's throats right from the start. There's nothing between them. And Neil and Scott have got half a second separating them, so it's going to be really tight. It's coming up next in the Eliminator.
Gladiators.
The two lucky winners of the final will drive away in Hyundai's luxurious flagship, the Sonata Levant. With its 3-litre V6 engine, the Sonata has leather trim, cruise control, electric sunroof, power windows, central locking, ABS brakes and an airbag for added safety. A prize fit for our Gladiator champions.
And now it's time for friendships to be forgotten. This is challenger against challenger in
Eliminator.
The obstacle course that decides everything. It's where champions are made and hearts are broken.
Well, this is exciting stuff. Here I stand with Donna and Kim. They are both starting on the same whistle. You both ended up with 10 points. Did you expect to do better?
Yeah, I sure did.
You've lost your voice almost, haven't you?
Yeah, it's all that cheering for myself, actually, because no one else does it.
Well, I think the audience have been cheering pretty hard tonight too. Now tell me, Kim, I've seen Paul and Chelsea over there. They're barracking for you. They're on the edges of their seats.
I'm going to do my best. I mean, that's what I've come here to do, so I'm just going to go out there and go as fast as I can.
Donna and Kim, you are on equal points. You will both start on my whistle. Challengers, are you ready?
Tension building. You can cut the air with a knife here at the Brisbane Entertainment Centre as Super Mum up against Science Student go over the hurdles at the start of the Eliminator. Kim now just with a small lead over Donna as they come up to the rope climb. Wouldn't be any more than half a second. Kim's up on top of the platform first. Good work. Both have very good upper body strength. They've both been bodybuilding champions in their time. Kim now across the hand ladder. And no, Donna's fallen. Oh, that could be disastrous. As she comes up the rope ladder now, Kim's up to the cargo net, and Donna has lost everything at the moment. She's about 10 seconds behind. And don't forget, Kim is giving 10 years away in age to her younger rival. But look at Donna fly up the outside. She's coming home fast. Up she goes now with Kim nearly at the top. Oh no, Donna got her leg through the net. She actually got caught up there, and that'll hold her up also. It hasn't been a good eliminator here for Donna as Kim now goes down the zip line. A good drop on it. There it is, nice, right on her back. As she goes up to the balance beam, there's Donna, don't write her off. As Kim goes up the balance beam, we've seen plenty of people fail on the Travelator so far this series. And let's see what happens to Kim. As she hops off the balance beam, up the Travelator she goes. Is she home? Yes, sir, she certainly is. She goes through and wins her heat. The 34-year-old mother of two from Perth, a fantastic athlete. And there's Donna. She just couldn't make it to the top. Kim waving to her husband and daughter in the crowd. And Donna's really put in a great effort as she comes up the Travelator now. This is a tough job, but she's completed it, and that's all anyone can ask. Good work, Donna. But even better work by Kim. Here's Kimberly.
Hey, Kim, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
That was fantastic. I just saw Chelsea. I think she was so nervous for you. She was almost crying.
I'm so happy I did it for them.
That's great. They're fantastic. Now, Donna's over here. Donna, what happened? You're exhausted?
Falling up there, you got to set the sexy leg. Can't get back on there. That just stuffed me up.
Well, you almost caught up. Could you hear her catching up to you? Could you hear her breathing?
No, I was just focused on getting to the end.
You certainly were. You didn't even have any trouble on the Travelator.
No, amazing.
Could you do it again?
Not right now. I want to have a drink right now.
I don't blame you. Now, Donnie, you had a bit of trouble on the cargo net too. You almost caught up to Kim.
Yeah, just got my footing wrong. Once you lose your leg in there, it's really hard to get yourself back out. But I meant she deserved to win. It's a great game. We have a great time.
Fantastic. Good to see some good sportsmanship. And now let's see what's happening with the male challengers. Mike?
So the women started at the same time in the Eliminator. The guys
Challengers.
are only starting half a second
ready?
apart. How exciting is this going to be?
2, 1.
Neil in the blue, Scott in the red, and away they go through the hurdles of the Eliminator. Scott just ever so slightly in front still. Not much more than half a second as they come up the rope climb. Good upper body strength also by the guys. Now they'll come up to the hand bike. This could sort them out. A few of the blokes have had problems before with the hand bike, but these guys, they've got it down pat. They're both a little rolling log together, nearly both slip together, and will go up the cargo net together. This is close competition. As we see Scott's mum going absolutely berserk in the crowd, and now we know why, because Scott's hit the lead and has gone to about a 2-second lead. Down he goes, the zip line. It hasn't been a disaster, it's been good for him. That was a great drop. He's got the balance beam. Here's Neil right behind him. Scott now across the balance beam. You reckon he's got this 1-1? He's about 5 seconds in front. Up the Travelator. Oh no, a stumble. That's disastrous. Where's Neil? There he is off the balance beam. Scott goes up again. Second time unlucky because the third run is Neil's and he takes it. Oh boy, who would have ever thought that Neil would come home and go into the quarterfinal? Great work by Scott. The Travelator just sorted him out. But these two guys, what a great Eliminator. Here's Mike.
Hey, guys. Well, both in pain. Scott, you've obviously climbed a cargo net before.
Yeah, didn't help much. Yeah, no, kindergarten practice.
Mate, obviously, the Travelator is the killer there. How's your hand? You've done some damage there. You all right?
Yeah, when I fell over, come back down, I got stuck in where the wheel spins.
We'll get our doctor to have a look at that for you now. But unfortunately, of course, the Eliminator, the final one here, Neil, you came through in the end, mate. The half second was gone by the time we got to the hand bike there. But you made it up again when Scotty had his trouble on the Travelator. Congratulations, you've got through.
Oh, thanks so much. I think just tonight, just competing was winning. Not coming to the end and being ahead of Scott or Scott being behind me or anything like that. It's just the best fun.
Well, they came, they saw, but unfortunately, Donna and Scott didn't conquer, and now they're on their way home.
But Kim and Neil have got another date with Gladiators, and so do you next week. Until then, good night.
Good night. Thanks for watching.
Hey folks, if you want to keep up with all the latest information about the Gladiators, why not buy the Gladiators magazine? $4.95 at all newsagents and bookstores, and it contains details of how to join the fan club.